I wonder what species this is. It sits like a huntsman. Is it a heteropoda? Is it a completely different genus? Is it a huntsman? Hello and welcome back to Bug Realms. On this channel we like to discuss all things creepy crawly, so if that's something that interests you, please consider subscribing to the channel. So let me know guys in the comments below how you're enjoying the Huntsman series so far, and give it a thumbs up if you're liking what you've seen up until this point. So in this video we're going to be doing our random Huntsman species. Why random? Well, basically when the spider shop got their shipment in, they got a bunch of Huntsman they really couldn't ID. They're not even 100% sure they're heteropoda, for example. They could well be a completely different spider in a juvenile stage, or they could just be a small species of huntsman fully grown up. We really don't know. Now normally I like to buy things that I can look forward to breeding in the future, or along with friends or myself, but you know, the opportunity to get one of those little gems, and I think I cracked it with this one. It's the smallest species we're going to be featuring out of this Huntsman series, but I tell you what, there is something awesome about this particular spider. So let's check it out now. So here it is, inside the filming tank, although we won't be featuring it to run around this tank for reasons you know from the previous videos. We have our random Huntsman species. As I've already said, we do not know what it is, and I've just made a little pot setup for it here. So let's have a look at this one. Now this one hasn't moved from its spot, but I know that it's alive because I have seen it kind of twitch its legs. So if I were to zoom in here, we're not getting the best of shots there. There we go. So you can see huddled up, it's got a darkish legs, sort of brown abdomen. I think it has a whitish grey part on the carapace. That's actually really interesting. Now I can't quite get the lighting good enough here. Perhaps if I take it out. So I've got my additional light here. Let's see if we can get a better view. It's still not picking up the way I want it to. Very dark. I'm not quite sure why. I've got two super lights on it, but everything we see is near enough black or brown there. I think we'll just simply do the rehouse and see if we can get a better shot of it in the other tub. Perhaps it's because it's actually against the white of the tissue, which is why we're getting issues there. Let's see what we can do. How are we going to go about this? Set the camera up on a tripod, Sam, that would help. Okay. Okay, perhaps if we take some of this tissue, remove the pot. Oh wow, it's got blue under the legs too. You won't be able to make it out here. This is a little gem, this. Perhaps I can sort of upside down it maybe? Where's the spider? Oh, it's moved a touch. We don't want it to go up though, we want it to go down. Right. Okay, where have you gone? Where has it gone? Aha, I see you. Oh wow. I know you guys can't make it out properly, but this really is a little gem. I know what I'm doing might seem a little bit wimpy or not good for the camera, but I've got to put the animal first, and with the speed that these things can go, I really don't want to risk an escape, especially if I can't find it again. And it's in, and it's quick. Okay, let's see if I can get you a close-up. Are you ready for this? Please don't run out, spider. Again, it's gone down into a corner. But can you make out now what I was talking about? Brown abdomen, blacker legs, and you can see the whitish grey, maybe even silver on the carapace from here, just from the back of it. Can't make out those blue tinges from here though. There's the blue tinges. Right on the legs. Would you look at that? I wonder what species this is. It sits like a huntsman. Is it a heteropoda? Is it a completely different genus? Is it a huntsman? Right, I'm going to give this spider a moment, see if I can catch it moving, and I'll pop the camera back on if it does. So as I picked up the pot to have a look at it, it did actually run up the side. Now I know this is bad imagery for you. This is low quality as it's going through the milky plastic. But you can still make out some of the colorations and the true size of this spider now. So it is small, but I've seen smaller, and I still want to be able to capture it without the lid on for you. There's those blues. Can you see? It's got a very elongated abdomen, and I've noticed some of the whiter greys actually on the forelegs there as well. Leg 1 and 2. With the blue underneath. Oh wow. Moving slowly right now. It certainly didn't when I picked the cup up though. See you then. So it's gone behind the bark and I've just moved it for you to see. It's about the best we're going to get. Look at that. Look at that. You can see all the colours now. Wow. Just wow. So buying a random huntsman, you might end up with something similar to this, or something completely different. There's a few in there, different kinds. They might not be available by the time this video comes out, but that is a spider and a half, isn't it? Might be small, but could you imagine if this grew? Because we're not proven that this is of age. You know, this could be a juvenile, unless I've missed any mature male pedipalp marks. Which I'm not sure if I did. I'll look over the footage. But imagine if this grew with those colorations. How awesome would that be? So I do want to do a cricket feed, but I'd rather if the spider wasn't in the shadows when we did it. Let me see if I can manoeuvre it. We can't give it Lucky Locust because it's far too small. At the time of filming this, Lucky Locust is still alive. But the next video you'll know if he survived the layer of our species black, because I've left him in there until I'm doing the next spider, which has been about an hour's gap between. Okay, let's see what I can do here. Okay, so I've got a cricket. Gently remove the lid. If the spider doesn't want it, it might well run. So I'm going to pop the cricket behind. Oh no! Sorry, cricket jumped out. Oh my god! Are you for real? What is it with lucky feeders? Right, cricket's in. Let's see if we're going to disturb the spider and make it bolt. Or maybe the spider will eat it. Oh, I'm going to pop this on here in a minute. Because if he moves, he's going to move fast. Sorry guys, safety first. Don't think we're getting any interest. It's going to be a fail one, guys. That spider was ready to run, it wasn't ready to fight. So I don't think it's going to be eating our cricket today. Oh well, we tried. Let's have one last look at this Malaysian beauty. Look at that. Let me know in the comments below which one's been your favourite huntsman so far. And let me know if you have seen this species. Perhaps some of you have lived in Malaysia or know people that have that might be able to actually ID this spider for us. Be pretty wicked, right? I reckon so anyway. So there's that video for today. Let's put the bark down nice and gently. I'll give it a moment with the cricket before I remove it. And there we have it, our random Huntsman species. So depending on if I upload these in the same order that I'm filming them, there would be two left. The scary purple one and the biggest lichen one of our collection. Oh, two that I was most afraid of filming. Okay, so we've moved on to another evening for some additional footage if possible. So here is the spider as we know it. I've taken the lid off. Not the best of angles, I know, but you got some good shots of that one already, right? So we're going to attempt to feed. This one fed off the camera literally 2 minutes after I stopped recording last time. So I've got some baby hoppers to give a try for this one. Now as I'm freehanding, I do have to pause the camera while I get these on the tongs. So let's see what happens. Okay, baby locust on the tongs. As you see, I've put this pot inside another, so if the huntsman were to leg it out, not wanting the baby hopper, the likelihood is it will run sort of on the side and I'll be able to still catch it. So let's just drop it in and see what happens. It's hopping about. No movement from our random huntsman. Okay, so I've been brave again as the feeding didn't happen. Here is another shot at the huntsman with that glorious silverish grey patterning to it. Now I'm barely holding on with these tongs, so I'm going to flip that back nice and gently. But I tried, guys, I tried, and I will keep this footage in even though it's raw, just so that you guys understand exactly what it's like. You know me, I don't show you just perfection on this channel, and I think although it may boost my views if I were to show only the perfect shot and the perfect timing and the perfect feeding, that's not me, that's not who I am. I like to share with you guys this hobby the best I can. I might cut out, you know, where I've made mistakes in what I'm saying. I might cut out the bits I think are going to be too boring, but I will show you if things don't happen as well as when they do, because that's what it's like being an invert YouTuber. So I'm going to leave that locust in there for a little while, and I'll update you guys in the future if it ever took to that one. Typical. Check this out. It is feeding on the locust. Literally 10 seconds after I popped the tub up, I went, took my memory card out the camera, popped it in the computer, come back to this. You sneaky devil, you. So bye bye, random huntsman. Thanks for showing off the little bit of blue on your leg again and letting us see you eating your locust. So they do like locusts. So Lucky Locust seriously needs to go down. Right, time for the Huntsman outro. Enjoy, guys. Thanks for watching. So that's it for today's video. Now this outro is actually going to be the same on every single Huntsman video in this 7-part series. Why? One terrible reason is because I'm outright lazy, but the main reason is actually because I keep on forgetting to show my patrons love at the end of my video, something I've been meaning to do for ages, and when I'm recording it just slips my mind. So if I use the same outro, then every time I'm doing the editing process for these videos, it should drill in my mind that from after this set of videos, I make sure to put the names on the screen. Now, my patrons are a part of a private Facebook group, and as a collective, they decided to name themselves, and they have chosen to be called the Disciples of the Realm. So if you would like to become a disciple of the realm and have your name pop up on the screen like these guys will in a moment, please go into my link in the description below for Patreon. Check out the tiers, check out the rewards you'll get. If you want to further support my channel, all the money goes into the animals, the maintenance of the animals, and bettering my equipment. It doesn't go on anything other than the animals and YouTube itself. There are perks, and you get to have a lot of inside information about me as well. So here on the screen right now are the lists of my Patreons and alternative supporters. Now, alternative supporters pay me differently, but they do so still on a monthly basis. So if you do not like to use Patreon, contact me privately and we can arrange a different method for you that suits you to the ground. So that was it. That's the end of this outro. Thanks for watching, guys, and please, Sam, remember, show your patrons love in every video. Take care, guys. See you in the next one. Bye bye.